Make it at least look like we try to know what we're doing. Hey, everybody, welcome back. Sam and Jim Show. I'm Sam.
And I'm Jim, and this is a show.
So here we go. What's been up, Jim?
Oh, not much, man. Just had to go down to the capital city last week. Went down to the capital city, did a little bit of schooling and whatnot, and drove back. Hate driving in the capital city, as you know, and everybody else out there knows. It sucks. See, out in the Queen City, it's just a volume problem, but in the capital city, I think it's just idiots. I think all those people, they just collect down in that bowl that makes up the capital city. So all these people they just fall down into it. So it's just a bunch of idiots. Anyway, what's up with you, dude?
Well, no shortage of idiots around here either, I'll tell you that. They are everywhere.
Do tell.
Oh, they're everywhere. It's like an infestation. In the words of President Trump, one of the greatest presidents ever, it's like we're getting infested. We're infested with idiots around here. And there's no slowing them down. There's more of them all the time. So basically what I'm saying is the good people are screwed.
Yeah, we're screwed. It's almost like, you ever see that movie Idiocracy? I don't know if you have or not.
I know of it. I know the movie, but I hadn't seen it.
Okay, well, you need to see that because I think I think that might go right along with your infestation of idiots, except we just allow them to breed in the movie. So,
I'll check it out.
things that we carry today. What did you carry?
I carried my Gen 3 Glock 19,
Ooh.
and on that 19, I'm running a Surefire XC1, the A. I hadn't got a B yet. It's just an A. But
Well,
I'm running that.
Shit away.
I'm running that, and I carried my same Gail Bradley Spyderco because I'm stuck on that knife because it's awesome. Yep.
I also had a Gen 3 Glock 9 today. I had one of those, and I carried actually my Chris
Hashtag twinning.
Woo, we should hang out. You like G19s? I like G19s.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
We should hang out. That's an Idiocracy reference. Too. So, I don't think they carry G19s. Carried my Chris Reeve, my Sabenza. Carried my Sabenza that I got from Ray Ray.
That's a good knife.
It's a good cut knife, and of course, mine's all scratched up. Most people that buy those Chris Reeves, they like to keep them in the little gay velour pouches, you know, in their knife drawers or their knife cabinets. Not mine. Mine's gets scratched up with keys and pocket change, and it gets scratched up with cutting stuff. So it's a good working knife if you're gonna buy it. Wear it and use it. Sharpen it when it gets dull. So I've had to sharpen mine a couple of times because I use it. I whittle on stuff. I cut off plugs of tobacco. And then I spit on it. I spit on the knife. Just so that nobody takes it.
Those are good knives. I've always wanted
They
one
are
of
good.
those. Is yours the mini or the full size?
Mine's the
Which
full
is it?
size.
Oh,
Mine's
yeah.
the full size, but it's the 25. I think that they did the 25th or anniversary. They changed it a little bit. So mine's the 25th. The Sabenza 25. This is the full size, the 4-inch blade. So
Awesome. Do you have a lanyard on yours? Piece of 550, anything?
yeah, I
you run?
took a piece of 550 and made some type of lanyard on it. It's not a fancy knot pattern.
Oh,
I just tied some square knots over and over again, and then put one of those crap. I'm wearing a pair of shorts. I took off my working pants. Now I'm in my drinking.
Man. Okay,
I put
good.
my drinking pants took off my working pants and put on my drinking pants, and so
Yeah,
I don't have it actually with me.
here's the lanyard on my Dale Bradley. It's
That's
just two overhand knots. That's all it is. And I think I found this. I just, no, wait. I went to the place that you and I went last couple summers ago and bought a council tool axe.
oh yeah.
And they had this cordage, and it was like 10 cents a foot. And I said,
I want one
you know
foot.
what? I'm buying 1 foot. And I didn't even ask the guy to come cut it off for me. I just cut it off, and I said, I got 1 foot of this. It was a 10 cent. It was a dime. So I bought 2 cassette tapes that were in the 50-cent bin at this place, which they didn't fit in at all. It was a bunch of 80s stuff, and I bought the Miami Vice soundtrack on cassette,
Righteous.
gave it to my dad for Father's Day, and then I bought ZZ Top Eliminator, also for 50
Oh
cents.
yeah, that's a good album.
Yeah, good album. So I bought those two things. I bought a handle for like a garden hoe, and then I bought 1 foot of this cord, and I made a lanyard out of it. And that's 1 foot. That is 1 foot. I barely had enough to tie that next knot. But it was good. It's there. There's rope on it now.
It's like going and buying. I want 1 gallon of gas. The guy
Speaking
bought
of that,
1 gallon.
speaking of buying 1 gallon of gas, I was in the Circle K earlier tonight, and I've been paying with cash everywhere I go. I've sworn off my debit card because it's the devil's magic and I hate it. So I'm going back to cash. I feel like I'm in 1998 again. It's great. Anyway, I park at the gas pump. I walk in, and there's this guy taking forever in line, and he's telling the woman, no, it's over to the right. Down below that, it's the blue can, not that one. No, not Grizzly. No, the blue one. And then yep, that's it. That's the one. And he says, I want 10 of them. So she brings them over, sets them on the counter, and it's a brand of dipping tobacco I never heard of, Kayak. You ever heard of Kayak?
I've seen it in the stores.
This guy bought 10 cans of wintergreen Kayak.
Kayak.
And his bill was like $8 for 10 cans. It was ridiculous. But
that's like floor sweepings.
yeah, so
That's that's the stuff that's left over after they make Grizzly.
he was an idiot. But the guy behind him, he gets up there and he had long hair, pimples all over his face, and he said, "I'm gonna get $7. Can I get $7 on pump 13?" And I thought, either that guy likes to keep his vehicle really full of gas all the time,
Yeah.
or he's just doesn't have a job or money, one or the other. I'm just going to get $7. So I got $35 worth of gas and Fort Cash. And when I got out into the parking lot, the 10 cans of Kayak guy, he was in a brand new F-150 pickup truck. And he had rolled all 4 windows down, and he was blasting Leonard Skinner as he drove out of the parking lot. On the Hunt. He was playing On the Hunt, which is a good song. Great
Wow.
song. But the guy listened to the song. Idiot. But the $7
Hunt.
worth of gas guy, that guy reminded me of the fellow we knew that
Yeah.
once bought $3 worth of
$3
gas,
worth of gas.
which at the time was barely
gas was-
1
yeah.
gallon.
Yeah, it was like $4 a gallon at the time, almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised that the dude was listening to a deep cut of Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
Hunt.
He dug deep.
Yeah, one of my favorite deep cuts from Leonard Skinner is "Cry for the Bad Man."
That's a good one.
You rarely hear that one. You always hear like "Sweet Home" or, obviously "Free Bird" or, the Ballad of Curtis Lowe. But every once in a while you'll hear "Give Me Back My Bullets," something like that.
Oh, yeah.
But like
Give me
Cry for
3
the
steps.
Yeah, "Give Me 3 Steps." A "Cry for the Bad Man." On the Hunt. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. 10 cans of kayak,
10
$8.
cans of kayak. Well, he may have been going camping or something. Or
Maybe.
he was,
I didn't think about that. Maybe that's what it was going. Yeah, maybe that's
or
what
he,
happened.
he could have been going camping. He could have just been going down the road. Maybe he just took big, massive dips. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he had big hands, and his pinch was really big.
Half can.
Half a can. Yeah, he could have been a baseball player. He could have been playing in the rec league. Don't know. I want 10 cans. And that's a marked up price at the convenience store. So imagine how much money he could have saved, or how cheap it is at the tobacco store.
Yeah.
If he'd gone to a tobacconist, he could have probably gotten it for like $6 for 10 cans of chewing tobacco.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Speaking of idiots, I was reading on the internet today. This was up in Anchorage, Alaska. It's this place called Eagle River up in Alaska. Never been there. Sounds like a pretty okay place to visit, except you could get eaten by a bear. So this dude, he was, I'm reading it here. He was, they called it an aggressive brown bear.
Oh,
Well, he was killed like a quarter mile from his house. So
the guy
he was
died?
yeah, he was out walking, around his place. Got killed by a bear, got to missing, and so his cousins were like, "Hey, he's missing. We need to have a search party and look for him." And so while they were out searching for him, the bear attacked the people in the search party. Because they found.
Did they kill the bear?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Not yet. They were out looking around, and he was only like a quarter mile from his house, or maybe a half a mile. And so they're out looking for him, and they find his dead body. And so the guy in the search party's like, "Oh, Bob," or whatever his name was. "Oh my gosh, he's been attacked by a bear." And then the bear comes out and attacks him. And so they shooed the bear away. They probably shot at it. That's probably what
And missed.
they probably shot at it or did whatever, being Alaska. And so, the cops say, the bear's location was not immediately known. Well, it's protecting something. The bear is not acting normal. That's what so they're out looking for somebody. That would be my luck. Hey, I wonder where Sam's at. Oh, damn, Sam, you got eaten by a bear. Oh, shit, a bear. I would have kicked him in the nards. That's what I would have done.
I would have shot him.
Actually,
A lot.
I don't think I would have been ever looking for you getting eaten by a bear. Probably looking for Wayne, maybe. Or old Danny Boy.
Yeah.
Danny Boy, we'd been looking.
Yeah, because he would have been
Actually,
out. He would have been out gathering.
He would have been out gathering. He would have been out gathering berries. Berries.
Some berries. Put them in my hat.
Got some berries.
Come on, Danny boy. Oh, there's a bear. He ate Danny boy.
Oh, Danny Boy.
We got to get him on the show sometime.
Yeah, we do need to get him on the show.
Yeah. Oh, man.
We
That's almost as good of a story about the bear as the woman in Indonesia that was eaten alive whole by the python.
Oh my gosh.
Python, 23 feet long, ate this woman whole.
Oh, yes, I heard about that.
Yep.
And I saw it on the internet. Yes, she got
She was
eaten whole.
Out in her garden, tending garden, you know. She was out hoeing around, I guess, and eaten by a python.
A friggin' 23-foot snake
Oh, well.
that can eat a woman.
But all the villagers ran down, killed the snake, cut it open, and got her body back.
Well, that was decent.
Yeah.
of 'em.
And then I heard about this guy, speaking of idiots and wildlife. Apparently there's a guy.
Those things usually go together.
Yeah, there's a guy in Florida, and he saved an alligator from a python. Did you hear about that one?
No, I did not.
So it's not a huge alligator. It's not like a 10-foot alligator, but this alligator is a decent size. Apparently the python's wrapped around it and about to have alligator for supper. And this guy comes along and, hey, poor little alligator, saves it.
Poor little alligator.
But I'm thinking, that's a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to blast that python, and then the alligator will be thinking, no, you saved me. Wrong. You're dead. And then I would have alligator.
You could
Screw
have
the python.
Yeah. Some people.
I'm telling you.
That's now the thing about the python eating the lady. Okay, it was a 23-foot snake. But was she like American sized? You say it was Indonesia. I saw it was Indonesia.
Indonesia.
So I'm guessing Indonesian women may not be as big as American women.
Yeah, we've got some big ones.
We've got some big girls. So, I'm like, well, okay, maybe, I don't know. She may have been, maybe 5 foot, maybe 4'11", maybe 85 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah.
But still, that's pretty impressive. I mean, it would take me probably 2 days to eat that much. But you would probably still be able to catch me because I would be sitting there going, oh.
Not that you've ever eaten an 85-pound woman before in 2 days.
No. Not yet. But if I want to do a heavy deadlift day or something, I'll protein up.
Well, I'll tell you, I've been on the bear thing. I don't know if you've seen these. It's like a concealed carry chest pouch made by Hill People Gear, and you can get a different one. There's one that's really thin for running and concealed carry, and then there's another one that has a couple of different pouches. It's approved by one of our friends, and they look awesome, but they are $125. But if I were out hiking in Alaska or living in Alaska, that's what I would have. And I'd probably have maybe one of those 10-millimeter Glocks, and I'd set that bear straight because that bear's got the hunger. He's already gone after a dude and a search party.
Yeah, he'd already, dude was out walking. Probably didn't wear his Hill People gear. Probably didn't have a 10-millimeter Glock.
It's too bad.
Gets killed by a bear. People come looking for him. His cousin comes looking for him. Hey, there's Bill. Oh, shit, there's the bear. He had, messed up his leg.
Mm-hmm.
So his leg got messed up, and they, carted him off. In the Anchorage, the APD. And said they went out looking for the bear.
That'll be on an episode of Alaska State Troopers before too long.
State Troopers.
People need to realize that violence is the answer.
Yes. Robert Heinlein said it has solved more human conflict than any other contributing factor. And natural conflict.
I believe it.
There's a skunk in your yard. What's your dog going to do? What's the skunk going to do?
They're going to do violence to each other.
They're going to do violence to each other. Exactly. And the winner gets to walk away. So there you go. That was another good... Speaking of guns, at the Philadelphia Phillies baseball game, they've got this, they've got the hot dog cannon. I don't know if you've ever been like a hockey game or a baseball game or something, or a basketball game, and they've got the T-shirt cannon. And
yeah, seen that.
The T-shirts, they Ranger roll the T-shirts and they shoot them up. They shoot them up in the air.
Yeah, it sounds like that.
Yeah, almost like that. And so they do. Apparently, they do the same thing at the Phillies games, but with hot dogs, which is awesome.
Wow.
Which would actually make me consider.
Do they
going
put
to
all the
Philadelphia.
toppings on there? Do they do like onions
I
and
do
slaw?
not know. I think they just wrap the hot dog up into a piece of foil and they shoot it out. Well, they were shooting out the hot dogs, and this lady got donked right in the eyeball with it. She got a hematoma in the eye, which means she got a black eye. I don't know why they didn't just say she got a black eye, but she got donked right in the face with a hot dog. And so she had to be taken away. She went to the hospital. And so she said, well, shit happens. She hasn't lawyered up and said, but she's like, she's probably drunk. Knowing Philadelphia. She's got bonked in the face with a hot dog. And it's like, well, shit happens. Where's my beer?
Nothing short of a miracle that somebody hadn't grabbed her and said, I'm a lawyer. We can make you rich.
I'm pretty sure she already has. She told the television station, she said, it gives people a good laugh, and if it makes somebody chuckle, that's fine. I was like, well, that's pretty awesome, lady.
Yeah. Wow.
Getting knocked in the face with a hot dog.
They should do that with corn dogs.
Yeah. But I need to make one of those. I need to make a pneumatic launcher like that. And I don't know if I would shoot hot dogs or T-shirts. It'd be the next evolution of the beer rocket.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're coming up here on our time limit for the show, my man.
Okay, well, I got to tell you one more thing. You were talking about violence earlier, and I was looking for stuff in the road, because we talk about stuff we see on the road.
Absolutely.
Well, yesterday I spied a ratchet strap. And
Another ratchet strap.
Not a bad looking ratchet strap. It was a small one, like the 1-inch wide, but it was in good shape, hadn't been run over. And I just thought, if you're here tomorrow when I come back by, I'm going to own you. So I go to work, I'm coming home, and sure enough, I'm getting it closer to the ratchet strap. There it is. But literally like 5 inches away from the ratchet strap, now there's a deer that's dead laying there that's been hit. And this thing is, of course, it was 98 degrees for the last 2 days. So this thing's like, and I was driving in my Jeep with the doors off, and I waved myself off. I did not stop, but as I passed by, that thing was violently rotten. I'm telling you, it like one day worth of laying there in the 100-degree sun, and it was bad. It was bad. So the DOT guy that buries the deer, he can have that ratchet strap.
Yeah,
he deserves it more than I do. Yep.
Speaking of dead stuff on the side of the road, well, it's not really dead stuff on the side of the road. It's dead stuff I've pulled out of my yard. For some reason, I don't know why, but I had pallets in my yard that somebody, I guess, had seen something maybe on Instagram or something, wanted to make something. Well, they've been sitting out there for like 2 years.
Or on the Pinterest.
Yeah, or on the Pinterest. So they're leaning up against the power pole, and they've been there for like 2 years. And so I was like, Sunday, I said, this is bullshit. They're oak pallets, so they're after being in the elements for 2 years, I'm surprised they're in that good a shape, but I threw them in the back of the taco. And so the past couple of days riding into town, going to work, do the day job, I've been looking for good places to hit a bump with the tailgate down. So then when somebody else on their podcast, they can come by and say, hey, look, I got this cool stuff on the side of the road. These are 2 pallets.
Nice.
I'm just paying it forward. That's all I'm doing.
That's right. So all you listeners out there, you keep paying it forward too, and kick your junk off on the side of the road so somebody else can find it.
Right. It's one of those things, art feeds art. I like that. Art feeds art.
Yep.
Art inspires art. The great masters were inspired. Just as some guy chucked out his ratchet strap and then a deer. I was like, oh, look, a ratchet strap. He probably watched the show. Yeah, dead. He was watching the show and said, I can be like Sam. Just like that. Oh,
Yep. And just like that, we're out of time.
well. All right.
Got to let this one ride.
All
But
right.
good talking with you, Jim.
Yes, sir.
And I guess until next time, this is the Sam and Jim Show. Stay awesome.
Be awesome, my friends. In transmission.